An advertising agency can be really instrumental in growing your business. Every great company that is out there has a strong either advertising department or a strong relationship with an advertising agency. It's created some of the most iconic brands. It's made dramatic impact into culture, society, and especially your business. So when do you hire an advertising agency? Because their timing is just as important as who the advertising agency that you hire is. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Hey there, my friend. My name is Hugo Fernandez, founder of Just Digital Inc., a top-rated advertising agency in Los Angeles. And in this video, I'm going to give you 7 different scenarios of when I think is the ideal time to hire an advertising agency. Now, this is just over the last decade or so of my experience working, building our advertising agency, working with clients from across all industries, just 7 different areas or 7 different times when a client has come to us and it's actually turned into a success working with an advertising agency. Before I dive into that, I'm going to tell you when you shouldn't hire an advertising agency. You shouldn't hire an advertising agency when you're trying to solve a business problem, such as you're struggling to make your first few sales. If you're struggling to make your first few sales and you're either launching a new department in the business or maybe it's a brand new business, there's a lot of things you need to figure out as a business before you engage in an advertising agency, such as do people even want my product or my service, right? That product market fit is really important to have already figured out so that your advertising agency partnership can be successful. The worst thing that happens is you engage with an ad agency, you pay them thousands and thousands of dollars, you go through months and months of work only to find out that you have a business problem, such as a product market fit or a number of other business problems. If you're trying to solve a business problem with marketing and sales, it's probably just going to make that problem worse. So I'll give you a very obvious but simple example. We had a client reach out to, or a potential client reach out to us. They were a real estate development and investment firm. And what they did was they went and acquired a bunch of vacant malls. They bought malls as an investment strategy. And in the meantime, they wanted to fill it with tenants. And so they came to us saying, we need you guys to help us market our properties so that we can sign more tenants. And I looked them up. They were in the middle of nowhere, the couple of properties that they showed me. And I'm like, I can't go against a drastic trend of retail dying. Like that's just, I'm not going to be able to solve that problem for them. They have a much bigger problem. They have a strategy problem. If this is a temporary measure, like I'm not going to be able to deliver the results that they want because the reality is retail's dying. And then a year later, COVID hit and like, I have no idea how they're doing. But engaging an advertising agency, in that case, we had to turn that client down. Engaging us would have been a disaster. They would have been upset. We wouldn't have been able to deliver what they wanted. And so we said no to that client. But they were trying to solve a business problem, or in this case, a major economic trend. They were trying to solve that by marketing and advertising. That's not going to help. All right, so with that aside, you have to make sure you have your business solid. People actually want your product. Now, one more thing I'll say to that is there is value in hiring an ad agency to do market research, to give you advice, some more strategic consulting type work. But you have to know that that's what you're getting yourself into, so that you're not disappointed when, 3 months later, you're like, where are my sales? Where are my customers? Where are my clients? So you need to understand why you're engaging them and the nature of your engagement so that you're not disappointed, and also so that you don't just throw thousands of dollars away. All right. So when is it an appropriate time to hire an ad agency? The first and the best time is when you have something that's already working and you want to scale it and you want to improve it. Maybe it got a little stagnant, but you got it off the ground. You know people are buying. You know you have a good product, and you just want to scale it and add more fuel to the fire, add more customers. You already know who your customers are. You already have maybe marketing campaigns that are in place, but you need an outside perspective to take that, double it, triple it, 10x it, so that you can get to the next level. So that's the best time to hire an ad agency because they'll be able to bring on more tools, resources, knowledge. They'll be able to focus on paying attention to the campaign that you have running, and you will be able to scale that faster than you would maybe internally. The second time is ties into that a little bit is you want more resources or you want more time. I see a lot of business owners, they're running their campaigns, but it's taking 20 hours a week to just keep the campaigns running, keep the videos going, keep the ads going, the emails, the social media, and they're spending a lot of time doing the work of marketing their business, so they need more resources. Having somebody as an agency to come on and take that workload off of you allows you to think more strategically, to focus on other areas of the business and continue growing your business. Same thing goes for a marketing manager or somebody managing inside of a company. Is if you're strapped for time and then your boss tells you, hey, we want to do YouTube videos now. Well, if you're a solo person or you have 2 people on the team, 3 people on the team, and you're already stretched thin, bringing an ad agency to take some of that workload off so you can focus on the new initiatives is a good idea. The third thing is consistency. In order for marketing to work, you need to be consistent every single week, every single month, and need to make sure that that happens consistently day in and day out. If you find that there's gaps in consistency, let's say your email newsletter doesn't go out on time or you forget to send them out, bringing an outside agency can help because it's going to give you more resources, therefore it's going to make it more consistent. The fourth thing is you need new skills or you need to augment your existing team. New skills meaning, let's say you have a marketing manager and they're already doing your social media content, but you need somebody that knows how to run Facebook ads or run Google ads or do website work to improve your website. You have the person doing social media, you have the person doing your newsletters, but they can't necessarily go and make changes to your website or build out new landing pages or run new campaigns or run tests. And therefore you need new skills that you don't have internally. So that is the fourth reason why I think you should hire an agency, is you need new skills, because an agency will typically hire people skilled in different areas in LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, website, designers, developers. They'll have all those resources so that quickly you can tap into those resources for just a flat fee or depending on how that agency works. The fifth reason to engage a marketing agency is you're already running ads or you already have a successful business, you have customers coming in, but you don't really know what's working, therefore you don't know what to dial up, right? You don't have visibility into what channels are performing better. You're spending money on ads or you're, again, doing different marketing initiatives, but you really need better data and analytics. And that's where an agency can help, because they'll bring in tools, resources, knowledge. They'll give you reports that will give you visibility into what is working in your business. When you have that data in front of you and say, all right, this channel is working well for us, you can increase your ad spend or you can increase your efforts in that specific channel because you know that that's where your customers are coming from. So if you need visibility into what's working in your business, an outside set of eyes can be really, really helpful. The sixth thing that I found works when hiring an ad agency, if you're ready to hire somebody in-house. What I mean by that is you're looking for a marketing director role, you're interviewing people, or you're trying to build out a marketing department, an ad agency can be a great resource in that case because they'll be able to tell you what to look for, how to hire, and ideally they would work together, that ad agency and your internal team, to make your business successful. Because if you hire an in-house marketing manager, let's say you pay them $70,000, $80,000 a year to work in the business, again, they're not going to have all the tools and knowledge and resources to be able to do it, to do everything that you need them to do. Bringing an agency will help. So if you're ready to make that hire, bringing an agency into the mix is a good idea. The seventh and final reason to bring on an ad agency is you need a fresh perspective. You need fresh ideas. You need somebody to come in and think strategically on how to best position your product, how to take it to the next level. Maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over again for a number of years. Bringing an outside perspective that has good ideas and a good creative background can be really, really helpful. At the end of the day, you have to realize that when you're hiring an ad agency, just like when you hire any service provider or hire on full-time staff for your business, you're hiring people. And so you have to make sure that you vibe with the person, that you know who your agency contact's going to be, that you have a great relationship, great communication, that you hold them accountable, and that you're able to give them input, because at the end of the day, it's a partnership. It's a partnership with people. So in order to make that successful, you have to make sure that you communicate with them and are aligned every step of the way. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to helping you build an epic business.